Listen, I love animals as much as the next guy. I grew up with cats, and I have a special affinity for bunny rabbits. But the bizarre, unhealthy, and freaky, for lack of a better term, relationship the Western women think they have with animals is, in one word, bizarre, in another word, sick, and in the third word, unhealthy to the max. Why do I say that? These women have confused having a pet with having a relationship with a animal that has replaced having a relationship with a member of the opposite sex. They sleep with their animal in the bed. I mean, the animal sleeps in the bed with them. They take them to just about anywhere they can. They take them in the car. They take them to the grocery store shopping. They take them on trips, when they're traveling somewhere with an airplane. They talk to them as though they're another, they're a human being. They refer to themselves as mom, dog mom, cat mom. And it has reached a level where it is freaky, scary, and unhealthy. I think they missed the memo on having a pet in the house as just a cute little animal or a big animal that, is nice to have around and whatever. They have confused that with replacing a relationship with another human being with animals. You find these people have, over the years, become extremely antisocial. They cannot really hold any kind of a conversation, normal, intelligent conversation. They immediately walk away or shut you down if you disagree with them. And why do you think they find the company of animals so pleasing? Because animals accept them as they are. Not because animals love them, because they realize, they recognize, and they know that this person is housing them and feeding them. Animals are quite clever in those terms. The number one goal of an animal is to be fed. And when they realize they don't have to hunt for food anymore, there is some entity out there that gives them food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and midnight snacks. They do everything for you. If you were to die tomorrow, another person would, they would show the same affection to the next person that feeds them. So you'll find these people extremely unpleasant to interact with. And as I said, they like the animals because the animals accept them as they are. The animals accept their strange and wild and bizarre habits that they have. The animals never complain when they drink too much, when they watch TV for 8 hours a day, when they stay home and don't attend to their own looks and their own hygiene. The animals don't care. They're animals after all. They are animals. That's why these people find comfort in the company of animals, because they know that if that animal was replaced with a human being, they would have to actually behave like a human being. They would actually have to bathe themselves. They would actually have to take care of their nails, hair, and teeth, and face makeup, and just basically look presentable and act presentable, and don't eat their food in bed and watch Netflix and drink wine and talk to their girlfriends about absolutely meaningless subjects for hours on. They accept them as they are because they know that the animals know that they're going to get fed by this person. So when I say these women that end up with a wine bottle, and a pet, these are the kind of women that I'm referring to. Example of which you see on your screen. God help us. Stay far away from these people. Believe me, they hold their animals far more dear than they hold you. Always. In closing, I would like to mention a friend of mine, a close friend of mine, who said, one time I went out with a woman. I swear to God, it's a true story. And she said, "Do you mind if I bring my pet to bed with us?" He said, no. I mean, if you want, really, if that's important to you, what kind of a pet is it? She said, oh, it's a boa constrictor. He said, damn right I would mind. This crazy woman, crazy freak, wanted to bring the giant boa snake to bed because that was her pet. I say no thanks to both of them, the snake and its more freaky owner. All the best.